Greetings, I'm Efrat Feferman, Executive Director of United Way of Monroe County. This time of year, I would typically start off a message like this with all the great news about our recent annual campaign. But since this spring is like none other, I'll forgo that information for the moment and follow up with you in later messages about that. Today, I'm excited to share with you what your support is making possible this very day, right now, during this crisis. I'll tell you that your support came just in time for families like the Deckards, who visited a local food pantry for the first time ever after finding their service industry jobs cut back. The Deckards' twin 5-year-old girls, Janie and Jillian, awoke Easter Sunday to see their mom smiling for the first time in weeks as she cooked them eggs and pancakes and told them about the eggs that they could color later. The Deckards hope that they don't have to continue to rely on food pantries and that they get back to work in a few weeks. But they were sure grateful to find warm, friendly faces and a prepackaged box brought out to their car, one of the many in a pickup line that day. Now, I have to say that we've never been asked to pivot this quickly. One day we're planning the annual community celebration. The very next day, we're launching the COVID-19 Emergency Relief Fund and working from home. By now, you probably know that United Way jumped into the gap almost immediately, using the broad network and deep connections to agencies, individuals, businesses, governments, and foundations that is the United Way lifeline to this community. The COVID-19 Emergency Relief Fund was launched on March 16th with over $250,000 raised from people like you in just 4 days. This was not federal money. This was local love reaching out to help mend the broken places that began to surface immediately in our community. Bloomington Health Foundation even amped up its offering by creating a dollar-for-dollar match gift for the first $25,000 in individual gifts. Your support meant that so far over $300,000 got to where it was most needed in just the right time. Because you stepped up and opened your heart, our community's food supply was stocked up, with Hoosier Hills Food Bank finding the best bang for our buck, and pantries like Mother Hubbard's Cupboard, Pantry 279, and the Community Kitchen working extra hard to make sure no one goes hungry. They're doing this despite seeing a 4-fold increase in demand some days. Folks experiencing homelessness have been moved from tight quarters and into facilities with space for physical distancing. And a facility for anyone needing isolation or quarantine shelter was quickly put into place as New Hope for Families, Shalom Community Center, Wheeler Mission, and Middle Way House worked with local government officials to identify the needs and possibilities. Personal protective equipment for Greene County Hospital workers and patients is on order thanks to your support, as are diapers, hygiene items, and more. And your support is making sure that critical services like those for victims of domestic violence are not interrupted, despite all of the canceled fundraisers and lost volunteer power that nonprofit agencies rely on. You stepped up to help make this difference. Donations are still pouring in, and 100% of all gifts are quickly funneled into local nonprofits serving the community on the front lines. In the months ahead, there will be a recovery effort. But for now, we'll work together to ensure that our safety net does not collapse under the growing need in Monroe, Owen, and Greene counties. Please share this opportunity with others. The button to donate is on the screen below. I'll reach out to you again in a couple of weeks and bring you another update. In the meantime, a big thanks in advance to all those who asked about sharing their stimulus checks, since they're continuing to get paid and won't need them. Every day we self-isolate, and every dollar we share moves us closer to recovery. Until then, stay safe and stay well, and know that your concern for others is working. Thank you.